Onto the bottom rung of the stepladder to meet the Silver Lake Atom Splitters in our first match coming up in just a moment. All because of Amarillo's own Mike Scroggins. And Randy, I want to talk to you about that. Scroggins with such a gutsy performance. I knew it all the way, by the way. And that brings up another point about team bowling. How much does his inspirational performance carry over onto this team now? Is it going to boost them to greatness now tonight?
I don't know, Lon. Why don't you answer that? You picked him.
You're right, I did.
I mean, it's all about momentum now. And Mike Scroggins has energized his team, has gotten them into the stepladder finals, and given his team an opportunity to win more points.
And right now, they are going to bowl in the first match against the Silver Lake Atom Splitters. Let's take a look at the Motown lineup. Mike Fagan has made a switch with Ronnie Russell. Fagan will bowl first. Russell in the anchor position. Jesse Buss second. Smallwood third. Scroggins not bowling in that anchor position. He'll be fourth.
Did Fagan not just witness what Mike Scroggins did? I know he was back there rooting him on.
Fagan will lead it off. He is the franchise player of the Motown Muscle, the wild card team in this PBA League matchup. Fagan, the king of swing.
Well, you predicted Mike Scroggins in the clash. Your predictions now?
I'm done. No, man.
What?
I'm done.
The crystal ball's broken? What?
I know how to quit when I'm ahead. I come from the poker world, my friend.
Oh.
Not that I've ever been able to quit when ahead.
Such a cop-out.
So each of the team members bowls 2 frames. Fagan will bowl 1 and 6.
Last miss.
Plus 2 and 7, and on and on. Teams will switch lanes after 5 frames. Spare for Fagan, and now Nathan Bohr of the Silver Lake Atom Splitters, 26th overall pick of franchise player Chris Barnes.
My question is, who came up with the Silver Lake Atom Splitters name for that team?
I got to think it was owner Chris Hardwick.
Yeah, see, only Billy Hardwick's kid can come up with that name.
Billy Hardwick, a Hall of Fame PBA bowler, and his son Chris Hardwick is a comedian, entertainer, podcaster, owner of Nerdist.com, a very funny website. And Chris loves bowling, loves to promote bowling, and couldn't wait to be a part of this PBA league.
Billy
for both teams.
Excuse me, Billy Hardwick, one of the greatest players to ever shoe up or lace up, and obviously good genes. Seeing how his son and partner Chris Barnes won the Chris Ball Celebrity Classic.
And it's pretty apparent that his son inherited some of those bowling genes, as he demonstrated at this season's Chris Paul PBA League All-Star competition. Hardwick and his partner Chris Barnes faced Bill O'Neill and Kevin Hart of the Philadelphia Hitmen in a strike-filled title match. And when the smoke cleared, Chris and Chris had come out on top 270 to 267.
Boy, and in dramatic fashion, too. I mean, Hardwick with the strike in the 9th to set up Barnes to go 3 in a row to win it, and that's what Barnes did. Barnes fresh off surgery, too. Jesse Buss for Motown. Strikes have been hard to come by, we have noticed in league action. And whether or not it's jitters or the pattern or the lanes or something about the grandeur of this event and how much fun they're having, but the strikes are not rolling off the fingers. Buss from Belvedere, Illinois, cleans it up.
Well, 2 pretty good back-to-back shots for Motown. Fagan and Buss both go ringing 10. Both balls nicely in the pocket. Remember, after 5 frames, these 2 teams will switch lanes. As you see the first of the tandem Englishmen getting set to throw here for the Silver Lake Atom Splitters, Stewie Williams.
Williams finished 3rd to Jason Belmonte and Wes Malott in last weekend's USBC Masters as the number 3 seed.
Hey, look, another ring 10.
Yeah.
Right behind you. That blue grips. Have it.
All spares so far in this opening match. The winner of this match will take on second-seeded New York City WTT Kingpins. Pete Weber, the franchise player. Tom Smallwood from Saginaw, Michigan. One tour title made him a legendary player in PBA lore, national headlines, the World Championship, after doing a lot of the precursor work right here at Thunderbolt Lanes. And there's Smallwood. He gets a nice round of applause as the fans here at Allen Park and Thunderbolt Lanes are backing their hometown Motown muscle.
See that shot by Tom Smallwood, very similar to the two-handed style of Oscar Palermo and Jason Belmonte. The difference is Smallwood puts his thumb in just past the first knuckle. He still cradles it and cups it, but only using one hand.
Dom Barrett, the other British bowler on this Adam Splitters lineup, and he matches Smallwood. So Mike Fagan, the franchise player for Motown Muscle, up by 20 pins.
Teams in flip-flop lanes now. Remember, Motown started on the left lane. Now on the right lane.
Fagan's still trying to find his swing, and it looks like he's found it at a perfect time to put the hammer down on Silver Lake.
Well, his nickname is King of Swing. That looked like a pretty good swing. His first shot looked pretty good when he rung 10. And now Motown really flexing some muscle. There's that Gumby-like arm swing, hits the foul line pretty soft and smooth, and you can't really throw it any better than that one.
Fagan with high fives all around from Motown Muscle. The Adam Splitters down 30. Nathan Bohr now. Another 10 pin. But he's only got one ball left in this match, barring a roll-off. A lot of strong finishes and big events on tour. Still looking, though, for his first win. He converts.
Hi, dude.
But they're in trouble.
That's a good one there.
Well, this guy's bowling on the right team. Motown Muscle, Jesse Buss, Muscle.
The bus, Jerome Bettis. And Jesse leaves the head pin and a couple others.
Well, he over-muscled this shot. Bad shot here by Jesse Buss, and just a total whiff right here at the bottom of the swing. Gets it way too far right on a 50-foot oil pattern. That's got no chance of getting back unless somebody took a towel to the outside part of the lane. Well, that whole frame there was very suspect. The way he shot the spare, I mean, he could have missed that real easy running away, missing the head pin with the first shot. That would scare me if I was on his team. I'd have to have a little chat with him.
Up next, one of the two Englishmen on the Adam Splitters. We mentioned Stuart Williams finished third in last week's USBC Masters, but he and teammate Britt Dom Barrett have both won here on the PBA Tour. Williams brought home the Bear Viper Open last season, while Barrett was the winner of the 2012 Scorpion Open over eventual Player of the Year, Sean Rash.
The third-seeded Silver Lake team with some ground to make up. He says, come on back, come on back.
Come on! See what they've got. Come on.
Stuart Williams trying to rally the troops, get them going. Not much they can do if Motown Muscle keeps striking.
God.
Smallwood says, uh-oh.
I've stuck every shot in that lane. That's terrible.
Things are starting to get interesting. Hear him say he's stuck every time he's thrown a shot on that right lane. Goes high, leaving the 3-6-10. Fortunate not to leave a big split, and now he's got a tough little spare ahead of him.
Uh-oh.
Shot.
Open frame. That makes it a lot closer.
Awful. That's a bad shot. Every shot in that lane.
Stuck on that line too?
Yeah. It's 3 for 3 on that lane.
And that brings Dom Barrett to the line for Silver Lake, who late in this match now find themselves with a decent opening. Can Barrett deliver for his team?
Wow. What a great shot. They get the opening. Dom Barrett makes the shot, and he doesn't carry the ring in 10.
Thanks.
Motown's advantage now 13. Barrett trying to keep this man's team in it as best he can.
Mike Scroggins now steps up, and his team needs him desperately. They need him to do what he did in the clash portion of this tournament, and that's to strike right here in the 9th frame.
Scroggins hasn't missed for a long time since the 4th frame of that clash that went 13. 7-pin. The streak is dead.
Hard to believe he didn't strike. He did make a nice shot, though, and only leave a ring in 7. But Motown Muscle can still shut out the Atom Splitters. A spare here, and then Ronnie Russell striking out in the 10th frame. And that'll be enough, as their max is 222 with a spare here from Scroggins. The best the Atom Splitters can shoot is 219.
Whoa, yeah.
We heard a lot of that during the clash, and everything was big strikes after that.
Flipped on that one a little bit.
Some of that 7-pin.
Scroggins with the spare. Now Josh Blanchard went 6 spare in his 4th frame.
Big shot coming up here for Josh Blanchard. He can set up the 10th frame for franchise player Chris Barnes and give them a shot at winning this.
The bench looking on there, man, as Blanchard delivers. And he delivers.
Great shot. Very nice.
Well, he did exactly what his teammates asked him to do, and he stepped up and ripped the rack, and now it's anybody's ball game, and it's going to come down to who outperforms who here in the 10th frame. Is it going to be that man right there, Ronnie Russell? Or is it going to be franchise player Chris Barnes?
Down to the 2 anchor bowlers for each team. Motown Muscles, Ronnie Russell. He's up to the task. Part of the work done now for Russell here in the 10th.
One more of those and 8 pins, and Ronnie Russell, Motown Muscle, and the party at Scroggies will continue.
Chris Barnes knows he may not get a chance to win this match. He's trying to channel Mike Scroggins right here. Oh no!
7-10.
What a devastating blow to the muscle. The big split left by Ronnie Russell.
Pocket 7-10, and it's a good shot, and it just extremely unlucky here. Ronnie Russell needs to get one of these. They'll shoot 211. That'll force Chris Barnes to double in the 10th frame.
Somewhere in the lane. There's a bug.
Well, that's still 210 Chris Barnes needs 2 strikes here in the 10th
better than the first
frame and 2 pins. 2 strikes, 2 pins. The splitters move on.
Chris Barnes, the anchor, the franchise player. One of the big men right now on tour. You see what he needs to move through to meet the kingpins of New York City. Strike, strike 2. Barnes in this position during the Chris Paul event needed 3 strikes in the 10th and delivered. Step 1 right here. Can Barnes deliver the strike? No, he cannot.
Flat 10 and it's over.
And Barnes leaves that 10. And the luck of Mike Scroggins continues. The Motown muscle will move through to take on second-seeded New York City WTT Kingpins. That when we return.